Good evening, everyone. Welcome to, well, it's not rainy nights tonight. It's, how about rainy deals? What we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to go through the local Facebook marketplace and we're going to look for good deals. So I know some other content creators have done this in the past, but what I'm going to do is not get stuff that we're going to make fun of or that it's not going to be the I know what I got stuff, don't lowball me. It's going to be stuff that I actually think is a good deal or a good price on something. So let's go ahead and kick it off, I guess. So I've got my favorites picked here. We're going to start with this 2005 Yamaha Roadstar. What I like about this bike is it's super clean. So seller's description says 2005 Yamaha Roadstar asking 500 cash or trade. I think he means 5,000, but that's a good price on it. The pictures on it look very good. It's a belt drive. Somebody took very good care of it. Probably something that they bought and just never got to ride. So it's got a cup holder. If you can see, cup holders are important. One thing I don't like about this bike, but would be easy to fix, would be that it doesn't have a windshield. Windshields are easy to get, but definitely a bike like this, a road bike, you would definitely want it to have a windshield. I like the big wide bars on these. These Roadstars are really great bikes. Has a huge, comfortable seat. Looks like an aftermarket seat. I don't think the Roadstar came with that big of a seat, so that's probably an aftermarket. So that looks like a really good deal. It's also got some forward highway pegs. It looks like a very comfortable, and it has passenger or driver floorboards. So that looks like a pretty good deal. And yeah, it's a good looking bike. Up next, everybody's favorite, the Suzuki S40 that used to be their one lung thumper, the Suzuki Savage. S40 is when they changed over to getting away from all the really cool names they used to have for the bikes, and they just gave them all S names. I think Suzuki kind of got away from motorcycles and their love for motorcycles, but this was still a really great motorcycle. As small as the bike looks, it actually is a very good bike. It's a single lung thumper. It's a good training bike. It's a good bike to start on. It's very good. We had one. I actually had bought one for the Pillion, and I used to drive it to work every once in a while just to keep it up. And I got it up to about 70, and it's comfortable at 70. Try to get over 70. It doesn't have a prayer. But it was a very good bike to ride. It's got a nice comfortable seat. It is good on the highway. Now they put look like it's probably some 6-inch risers on it to pull the bars back a little bit. So it looks ready to ride. It looks like it's got good rubber on it. So yeah, good looking bike there. The seller says, great bike, '09 with 13,000 miles. Has new clutch cable, head gasket, carburetor, and mirrors. Love the bike and would take it anywhere. The only reason I'm selling it is because I need a truck. It's very forgiving, so it makes a good starter bike to make me an offer. It is a good bike, and they got a nice price on it. Those are still going for about 3,000, 3,500. So 2,600. That's a good price on that bike. So if you're in the market, go for it. Up next, very good price on this bike. I'm wondering if something's wrong with it, but I don't see anything. It's a 1992 Harley Davidson Fat Boy for $5,500 in Arlington, Tennessee. These Fat Boys, they are in very high demand. Somebody did some custom paint work to it. Looks like some airbrushing. Looks like it has an aftermarket. Is that a Corbin seat maybe? Can't really tell. But yeah, straight pipes. Nice paint job. Passenger backrest, very comfortable. Lowered, looks like seat. Looks like a Mustang seat, but I think it says Corbin. It is a huge backrest on this thing. Absolutely gigantic. But holy crap! Yep, somebody actually got this bike to ride, and you can tell. And they probably put some miles on it. 32,000 miles, manual transmission, and he simply says, Harley Davidson Fat Boy, 32,000 miles. Runs great, ready to ride. I believe it. I love that bike. Got a lot of Eagles on it. That's extra horsepower. It is a Saddleman. It's got a Saddleman seat, not a Corbin. My mistake, but yes. So, yep, I can vouch a Saddleman seat is very comfortable. So, if you're in the market to buy, that's your bike, man. Jump on it. Again, that airbrushing, it looks cool. Somebody put some work into it, but yeah, that's definitely gonna need a paint job because yeah, it's a little cringe. Although in the Shade Tree Army we do say embrace the cringe. You can embrace it, but I'm still gonna paint it over. 37,000 miles, not 32, but hey, it's ready to go. All right, up next. And it's waiting. Hey, what's a live stream without technical difficulties? My favorite bike, and the one I'm actually in the market for now, 2013 Kawasaki KLR for $4,700. It's got 5,000 miles on it, which for a KLR isn't bad for 2013. Somebody's put a little few miles on it, but that's still a good price for the low miles it has. Has had 2 owners. Absolutely mint KLR. Crash bar, center stand, skid plate, and a new battery. All else is bone stock. So it has not had the doohickey done, has not had the changed out oil plug. I did the 22-cent mod that's still on it. Don't know what that means. Still on original tires, $4,700. Original tires on a KLR, 5,000 miles. Yeah, it's probably going to need, if you got it off road, yeah, that's definitely going to need a new set of tires. But they look pretty good. I don't know. 4,700 or best offer. Low ballers will be ignored. Clean title. All right. For Memphis, that says a lot. Clean title. And they've got the, it looks like a Pelican case. It may be the aftermarket Harbor Freight one. Doesn't matter. Those are very popular these days. Instead of getting the very, very, very expensive aftermarket trunks, everybody's putting these waterproof cases on it. And I guess that's all you need to get it out in the woods and tear up some dirt. Looks like it's already got some side supports there for bags. So yeah, that definitely looks ready to ride. And it is a clean looking bike. It's got the skid plate, so yeah, it's really hard to tell if they've had the drain plug done. I'm gonna say if it's on 2 owners and it looks this good, one of the owners probably did put the aftermarket oil plug on it. If you don't know, the KLR is notorious for the oil plug sticking out and catching things, but they've got the skid plate on it, so maybe not. Maybe not. All right, yeah, it looks really good. All right. Up next, 2006 Honda VTX, $4,000. VTX 1300, excellent bike. Has hard saddlebags, Bluetooth speakers, cup holder, and phone holder. Yeah, it's a good looking bike, but for a highway bike, Bluetooth speakers, probably never use them anyway. Yep, Bleak says I continue to lowball my way across the marketplace. Yes, if you're not, if you go on, you're a Turkish trader with some of these guys. I mean, you got to expect somebody to want to pay a little less because otherwise, put it in a store somewhere and try to sell it. If you put it on marketplace, somebody's gonna offer you less money because that's just the way it is. Do you like those hard bags? I like that backrest. Very comfortable looking seat and a sissy bar, and it has a little luggage rack on it. It looks definitely looks ready to ride. It has a little front fairing. Looks like it came off of a Harley. Probably got that off the line somewhere. That might be one of the knockoffs, but it looks pretty sturdy. Yeah, I don't think it actually, the whole front maybe looks like it might be all Harley stuff. Yeah, I don't think the VTX came with that on it. But hey, there it is. Yeah, and it does look like a nice clean bike. For $4,000, that's probably not a real bad price. These Bluetooth speakers, man, gotta go. Like I said, at highway speed, you're not gonna hear those anyway. What I suggest is getting a Cardo headset and Bluetooth that, because yeah, these speakers, you're not gonna hear them on the road, and nobody really cares to hear your music at the gas station. So yeah, phone holder looks like it might be a contact charging port, probably, can't tell, but yeah, Good looking bike. Got a cup holder, ready to take it on the road. I did not really believe in cup holders before, but now that I've started making longer trips, it is very important to have something to drink on your bike when you're taking long trips. So, yeah. I would say this is probably a 9 out of 10. That's a very good looking bike. 21,000 miles. Ready to run. I do like that bike. Looks like the lights work. Comes with a cover apparently. Yep. Nice bike. Up next, the Street 500. I know people don't like these Street 500s, but these were great bikes. The reason people didn't like them is because they were water cooled, they were smaller engines, and they weren't quote unquote, they weren't Harleys. It's a good bike. These are very good bikes. I don't like these end mirrors on this, and I do think it should have a full-size fairing, but if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. He says, has been a great bike. LED headlight, drag bars with bar end mirrors. I have the original handlebars and the exhaust. Let it sit over the winter and now it wouldn't start. Most likely dirty injectors from old fuel. Depending on how long it sat over the winter, there may be something else wrong with it, but if it won't start, maybe there's a different problem. Does look like he tried to put a different exhaust on it because part of the exhaust holder is still on there. But for a project, yeah, $2,000, that might be a pretty good deal if it's got a title. Let's look at the rest of it. Definitely needs a back tire. Well, that's not a very good picture. More pictures of the bike, less of you, buddy. All right, but still, it looks like a pretty good bike. All right, here's the deal. I love Victories. My favorite bike, probably the top 3 I've ever owned, was the Victory Gunner. And this is just about the same bike as the Gunner. The difference was mine had mag wheels, this has spokes. The Victory Highball says 6-speed, 106 cubic inches. That's matte black with dual exhaust. So they added the windshield and the cell phone mount. Corbin 2-person seat with no rips or tears. Brake light flasher installed for safety. I am not big on brake light flashers, but hey, if it's your thing, it's your thing. I have some leather travel bags I may throw in. More pictures upon request. Will not reply to, is this available? Which is funny because anytime you push you can see down here, it says, is this available? When you go to comment on any of the marketplace ads. So, hope the guys, hey, I hope he sells it. But yeah, don't treat people nasty. You'll never sell it. Do you like their windshield? Looks like something like a Spitfire maybe. That's smoke. Sissy bar needs a bigger sissy bar. I'm gonna guess, but I'm just going by what I would do to this bike and what I think about the bike. If you don't like it, I guess that's your thing. So yep, only 2 pictures. All right, 2000 Harley Davidson FLHTPI. One thing I don't like about the Harley of that period was they just put way too many letters in this thing. Just call it something. Just call it something and call it a bike. All right, TPI was the police bike. This is 2005. This was the demo. I've actually shared this with a few of my friends. It looks like is this the same guy? Says he goes, I will not respond to is this available. Okay, thanks, guy. The bike's nice. The guy kind of sounds like he is not personable, but anyway. So yep, very comfortable looking seat. If this was a police bike, $6,500, not too bad for it. So the police bikes usually come with bigger alternators, and if you want to put a lot of lights and bells and whistles on the bike, this is what you want, because the police bikes have bigger alternators and will provide a lot more power to all the bells and whistles you want to put on these bikes. Seller says, this is a 2005 Harley Davidson. It was a police demo bike at the dealership. It's never seen police work, but it is the police model. When I got it, I added a Mustang seat, RC component slip-on exhaust, a JVC Bluetooth stereo, which, you know my feelings about that, motor lights, and new grips. It's also got a new battery last year. Any parts I can find for it, I'll throw them in as well. Runs and rides great. It really needs a good bath and detailing. This is the first year of anti-lock brakes as well. Clear title. No trades, cash only. Price firm. But $6,500 for this bike is a great deal. It's been on here for probably a week and a half. I'm surprised somebody hasn't jerked it up already. So, yep, only 2 pictures on that one. We'll see the other picture again before I go back. Yeah, it's a good looking bike, and it looks very comfortable. It's got the big, nice attached fairing, which um, I like a frame mounted fairing, not a fork mounted fairing. But people that like them, like them. I mean, you can't knock it if it's the thing you like. I mean, go for it. Some people are adamant about getting the fork mounted fairing. Some people are adamant about frame mounted fairings, and I like frame mounted fairing. I guess that's all I have to say about that. Next up, we've got a 2002 Harley-Davidson Dyna. Dynas are big right now. 33,000 miles for $48.50. It's a very good price for it. The bags definitely need probably need some new bags. So I need more pictures. These guys got 2 pictures. I do like the mag wheels. I am big on mags. I do not like spokes. The seat looks like it might be a stock seat. Looks pretty thin, but it looks low. So if you've got short legs and you're not going to ride it, all day long, it's probably be a good bike for you. If I was going to get this bike, definitely have to go with a better seat and a sissy bar, and maybe if I'm going to put a passenger on it, it's got to have a better seat. Absolutely needs a better seat. Seller says nothing. There are no added comments from the seller. It just says manual transmission, exterior color blue, in Moscow, Tennessee. All right, well, that's that. Here is a very sweet and looks like it's very well taken care of 1998 Harley Davidson Heritage Softail. It's going for $6,000. It's been driven 1,000 miles. Wow. It's almost hard to believe that's about that's what people usually think about when they see these heritage Harley Davidsons, because they get parked up and nobody wants to drive them because they just want the hugest, bestest, baddest, awesomest bike, and then it just sits in a garage. So this was probably somebody's retirement gift to themselves and just sat in the garage. I do like it. It's got some forward. This is the only picture of it. It's got some 4 floorboards. It looks like it might have a heel toe shifter on the other side. It's hard to tell. I would actually ask this person before I actually wanted to buy it. I'd ask if they had more pictures of it. His details are 1998 Harley Davidson Softail Classic with a Fat Boy tank, ostrich skin seat, new battery but need carb cleaned and likely fluid change. Yeah, no kidding if it's been sitting that long. Mileage unknown because of Fat Boy odometer. Okay, so that's why they say it's only got 1,000 miles. All right. Recently went through new rings, clutches, etc. Okay, so that might explain why he says it's only got 1,000 miles on it. Yeah. All right. But still, this is a bike I would follow up on. I'm not very big on ostrich skin seats. I know they look cool. They're supposedly they're really nice and soft, but I have heard they hold a lot of moisture. Yeah, I've never been into ostrich skin. Sorry, guy. But yes, it does look like an awesome bike. Looks very comfortable, and I do like the floorboards. The straight pipes, probably not so much. I'm just not a straight pipe guy. And last but not least, we have a Harley Davidson Dyna for $5,500. Another Dyna. Exterior color burgundy. Interior color none. All right, they must have put this under a car heading or something. Includes 2 sets of saddlebags and a bag that straps on the back. Okay, looks like it does not have an original seat. That looks like a lowered seat. It looks pretty comfortable. Got a luggage rack, no sissy bar, but you've got some mounts back here to mount a sissy bar, and it's got some rails here for the saddlebags. Let's see what kind of saddlebags they have if they show them. They do not show them. But, yeah. Yep, there's a Dyna. There you go. Now, let's fish through real quick, and let's see what else we might have. Kawasaki Drifter. This will be the last bike we look at. Let's see what they got to say about it. It's got 16,000 miles on it. Oh, it's got a movie. Can't hear the movie, but he's talking about it. It's 49 seconds long, and you see a lot of pictures, so let's just look at the pictures. 1500cc Indian. Looks like an aftermarket paint job on the front fender and the battery cover slash, I don't think that's an oil tank. It's just an accessory cover maybe. Great bike, awesome paint job, new white walls, new hand shifter, new radiator covered saddlebags, like new, runs great. I have one best in show with this bike. It's not loud, looking for a 1500cc. It's a 1500cc Corbin seat. All right, with a airbag. I wonder if the airbag comes with it. It looks like a big old butt seat there. All right, yeah, it looks like it might have won some prizes. The saddlebags do not look like they fit the bike very well, but man, if that's your thing. I'm not into fringe, I'm not into the get back whips as such, but it's a good looking bike. I look at a bike like this and I just kind of think it'd be hard to clean. I do like that it's got floorboards. I do like the engine guards, the crash guards there. A lot of lights on it. Can't get over that Indian head though. That was Indian's thing for a while. I'm glad they stopped putting those on there because they look sort of ridiculous. It does look like it has a comfortable seat though. It's got some weird ergonomics though. I don't know. I can't get over that. That's a huge seat. And I know Indian for a long time put those huge seats on there, but man, weird looking bike though. But I'd probably still ride it. Radiator cover, I think is what he's showing there. All the little gadgetries. Hand shifter. All right. And a get back whip. Don't forget the get back whip. All right. A lot of fringe. A lot of fringe, a lot of chrome. I like the 2-into-1. It does look pretty cool, but man, that's a big piece of iron there. And more paint on it. God, that looks weird. Again, this would be one that if I got it, I know that paint job probably cost a good looking penny, but I'd have to paint this thing. I guess that's the extra radiator cover. It has two. Hard to tell. All right. Well, and then we're back to this. All right, guys. Well, I guess that covers it. We've had this was, like I said, this was just an experiment on my part. YouTube has some new features I wanted to try out. Trying to just go through stuff like this. So hope it was entertaining to you. If you come look at this later, I know the live stream is still going on for the Shade Tree bike raffle, but hey, I hope you get to look at this later. So if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. And tomorrow night, I have Shelby Daytona on the interview block at about, well, actually at 5 o'clock Central, my time, and 6 o'clock his time. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming by.